I agree that I wasn't triable. I'm not going to deny that. I honestly didn't ask anybody to be my girlfriend at any point. I'm done with all of that stuff. I'm done. I'm tired. It's exhausting now.
When I talk to you, I'm talking to you. I don't want any stupid extra responses.
Let me paint this scenario for you here. I have not asked you out. I'm not dating you. And then you see me talking to somebody that likes me. It's not me that likes the person. No, the person likes me. And you said you wanted to come and tell the person I was talking to shut up. Ah, sister, you are violent. You can break somebody's head for that. Guys, I know that I'm speaking in parables now, but I'm going to give you the headlines and of course give you the gist in full. So this is how it played out here. Dora got really upset with Nengi today, and a lot of people are saying it's because she was jealous. Ozo went to beg Dora, one kind of serious beg, held her. In fact, I'll give you all the gist after now. Erica and Kiddwaya were frolicking like they were in my face. They were just frolicking from pillar to post, moving up and down. Neo said he had sex issues and was talking to Praise and Lekon about it. Prince and Dora was jealous when they saw Ozo and Nengi having their famous dates that we have all been looking forward to. And in this their dates, they had a truth or truth game. Of course, you get the full gist. Lekon was speaking to Praise and he was talking about Erica, of course, how much he feels for her, and Praise was giving him advice. Kaisha got drunk and she was singing and making everybody laugh. Watoni and Eric, they are looking like they want to become a sheep. Tolani Badge and Prince finally have a conversation today, and is looking as if Prince is insinuating that he wants to have something to do with Tolani Badge. Guys, today has been a whole lot. I can't even lie. Welcome to my channel. If this is the first time here, this is a good time to subscribe. You're absolutely welcome. If you're a regular viewer, thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. Dorothy was so pissed at Nengi today, and this is what happened. Ozo was called into the diary room, and after they won their wager, they gave Ozo the keys to the fridge outside where they have all the alcohol. So Ozo just held on to the keys. He didn't tell anybody anything, but I think he told Dora. So he was in the kitchen with Nengi. Nengi was making her dinner, and then Dorothy was waiting. What was going on? Only for Dorothy to now ask Ozo that, Ozo, what are you still waiting for now? Let's go. Nengi just answered and said, oh, he's waiting for me. That's how Dorothy just said, I wasn't fucking talking to you. What the fucking did you talk to me? And walked out and went to her HOH room. At this point, like this, Nengi didn't even hear. She just said it like, she said it out, but she was sitting in the dining while Nengi was in the kitchen. So Nengi didn't hear. But also noticed, he got the vibe, he got the memo that Dorothy was obviously upset. So he followed Dorothy, went to their room, and then he started begging Dorothy, oh, I'm sorry, oh, don't worry, I'm sorry, it's not like that. She was not like, she shouldn't fucking put her mouth in anything. I wasn't talking to her. I've been respecting her. She just better respect me. I wasn't having a conversation with her. I was talking to you, so she don't put her mouth here. Please go and tell her. Or just go and tell her. I say, auntie. Also, she held her from the back and she pecked her neck and everything. Just made amends, and she was like, she wants to sleep. Also, I said, no, don't sleep. Come out. Let's go to the garden and talk. I won't thought that maybe, when he was insisting that she should come to the garden, I thought that the date was not going to work again. My brothers and sisters, the date held though, and it held very, very well. Erica and Kiddwaya, guys, considering the fact that Erica had said she wanted to end things with Kiddwaya and how Lekon has been feeling lately about the whole thing, I feel like it is very insensitive for Erica to be doing whatever it is she's doing with Kiddwaya. Guys, you needed to see the way Erica was just all over Kiddwaya. She was the one that made all the moves. Like, she will go sit on his lap, kiss him, hold him, romance, touch him here, touch him there. And now a lot of people were gathered in the garden. They were sitting on that bed, and Erica knows that Watoni likes Kiddwaya, and something was doing as if, and she came to that place, sat on Kiddwaya's lap and started kissing. Everybody was even just uncomfortable at some point. And you guys know, yeah, that Dorothy is always indoors. Like, she doesn't even know what is going on in the house. She always hears gist. So according to her, she decided to stay up late this time so she will get gist. Guys, at some point when Erica and Kiddwaya were kissing, Dorothy she couldn't help herself. She had to shout, "Hey!" As in, people were like, "Oh, what's going on?" She was like, "No, nothing." But the kiss and the romance and everything was a little too much, I must say. On Twitter, said people were like, Erica, get a hold of yourself, you know. So yes, let's move on from that. Neo was having a conversation with Lekon and Praise, and he was talking about how he was sexually incapable or something like that. So I don't know, somehow I don't know how relevant that gist is. I just said I should mention it before the whole Twitter will carry it somewhere, but Shai was just talking about that. Moving on, Lekon was talking with Praise as well. He was talking about, oh, he loves Erica and he just doesn't know why they do these things all the time, because at this point where Erica and Kiddwaya were kissing, Lekon was right there, guys. In fact, it's not in anybody's place to come and be paying attention to what this person thinks or what this person feels. But then I feel like if the friendship that she had with Lekon was important, she should just try for him. That's what I'm just saying. But yeah, Lekon was really hot, and Praise started talking to him, that guy, you have to take a step back. Oh, I'm going to help you. Praise was like, see, anytime I see that you are in an uncomfortable state, I'm just going to come and drag you from that place. Let's say maybe Kiddwaya and Erica are kissing, or maybe when Kiddwaya is not available is when Erica wants to now come and be with you, all those kind of things. Just signal me and I'll come and take you out of it. So Lekon was not saying that he even spoke with Kaisha about it. In fact, everybody in the house is aware of this whole him, Kiddwaya, and Erica's triangle, but that Kaisha advised him that he should do not communicate, do not stare, and do not touch. That's how Praise said, that Kaisha girl is deep, oh. But Praise was commending Lekon that he has confidence for him to walk up to the finest girl in this house. According to Praise, Erica is the finest girl in this house. It was like, Nengi is fine, no, Nengi is fine, let's leave that. But then if you look at Erica very well, Erica is she's damn fine. So they talked about Erica and talked about everything. They were advising him as usual. Moving on from that, let's now talk about the content of Ozo and Nengi's date. So they started out with just having normal conversations here and there. Next thing I saw, Ozo's hand was on Nengi's lap. I said, okay, what is going on here? What are we doing? I thought you were not dating. What's going on? Anyways, Nengisha carried small stuff. People know her now, that she's drinking 3 bottles this night. Also was like, is that not too much? Remember what happened the last time? She said no, that she mixed things that Kiddwaya had given her the last time. That's why she was drunk. That this time that she takes small stuff like 3 bottles normally. He said, okay, no wahala. Next thing, Nengi now said, let's play a game, truth or truth. Then I started asking some kind of questions, guys. I don't even know if my mouth can say some, but they were like, oh, that who would you date in this house if you want to date somebody? She said she has said that to me before. I'm going to date you also. You're the one I'm going to date. Also smiled. I said, okay, all these ones, his hand is moving from place to place. Oh, he will place it on Nengi's lap. He will try to adjust her chain. His hand is coming here. Nengi will adjust her clothes, all those kind of things. Ask questions like, where is the craziest place you have had sex? Oh, well, how do you like it, fast or slow or be hard? Nengi was like, I like it hard. Guys, I cannot say any other, I can't talk further. But they were having some kind of conversations that it is for the adults. Conversations for adults. That was what they were having. Moving on, they sat down there. They sat down where Dorothy was and where Prince was, in the garden where everybody was. And they just took a spot and sat apart and were talking. While they were having this conversation, Dorothy and us and Prince were also having a conversation. They were just laughing. I feel like those laughters were unnecessary, making jokes and talking. But Prince made a statement. He's like, he has moved, like he has removed himself from the equation. He has left. He said, I left the group chat. Like, I can't do this anymore. You know, he was talking to Dorothy. Dorothy was like, I'm here for all that. I'm here for all that. You guys know her now. Dorothy was acting unbothered. But it was obvious, like clearly written all over Prince's face and Dorothy's face, that they were kind of jealous. Yeah, like they were pained, especially Prince. Prince was pained. There's not anybody wants to tell me. Moving on from that, let's just talk a bit about Kaisha being drunk this night. I don't even know how many bottles Kaisha took, but for some reason, Kaisha was so drunk, she just started singing, shouting at the top of her voice. She was just calling everybody's name and singing to them. If she sees this guy, she's like, Eric is so beautiful. She will sing one song, say something. Oh, Erica is beautiful. She will sing and say something. She just made the housemates laugh, and that was really, it was relieving. Moving on from that, Watoni and Eric, I don't know, I've been seeing something moving around them. Like, Watoni will laugh, Eric will tickle her, Watoni will laugh, she'll lie down on his body. Oh, stop, no, you stop, oh, stop, no, you stop. Guys, I don't know what Lilo will be saying outside. I don't know how Lilo will feel outside, but Eric, come on, you can't even say no. Just yesterday, I've been there before yesterday. Kaisha was flirting with you and coming to cook for you and you were taking food. No. You have started accepting Watoni. Okay, let's see what is going to happen. Let's see if this ship is going to sail. Moving on from that, we now saw where Tolani, Badge, and Prince were having a conversation. Before they got to this point where they were having a conversation, Prince was lying in between Watoni and Tolani, Badge. And at the point where he was lying down with them like that, Tolani just kept her face straight, as in the no-nonsense kind of face. She just kept it like, in her mind, if you touch me, or if you talk to me, bagbe, what I will do to you this night. That was the kind of face that Tolani carried. So Prince didn't even speak with her when everybody was gathered now, sitting on that bed in the garden. So after everybody said, I'm going to bed, because a lot of people were there. That's how next thing we saw one-on-one conversation with Prince and Tolani, Badge. Now the conversation went like the normal thing that Tolani has always been saying. Oh, I'm the second option. I'm not going to accept it. You're not going to make me the second option. Prince was not like, see, I've already removed myself from that triangle. I know that I made everything look somehow. I made things look bad and people are already looking at me in some kind of way. But I'm ready to make things work. I'm ready to just change everything. I want to focus on one person. I'm like, brother, who is this one person that I want to focus on? You guys know that Prince has sweet mouth. You guys know that Prince is soft-spoken and is calm. But let's keep going. Let me tell you what Prince did. Prince now started talking with that. He has never asked anybody out in this house, and that he's just being friends with everybody. That he said it's pump and plain that he likes 3 girls, and the 3 girls he said he liked was Nengi, Tolani, Badge, and Watoni. And he said what he does, his own process of getting into a relationship or taking anything to another level with a girl, is that he first makes you his friend, gets to know you, your personality, have conversations with you, then he will now decide if he wants to date you. And that is what he has been doing with everybody, both Nengi and all. So what Tolani, Badge was like, no, see, I've made up my mind. I used to like you before, but right now I've moved. I don't like you anymore. He's like, it's a lie. I know that you still like me. Such audacity. I know that you still like me. Stop lying. But Tolani, Badge was like, I don't like you again. It used to be 7, but right now it is 2. Prince says it's a lie. It cannot be 2. She said, I'm telling you, I know that you will not believe me, but that is what it is. It is 2 right now, and it's reducing like 1.5, 1. He's like, don't worry, it will get to that point. My brothers and sisters, as we were talking, that's how Watoni and Nengi's name came up. Oh, I saw you talking to Watoni today, yesterday, and when you and Watoni was talking, as in, I was so pissed because I feel like she's going to be talking about me. So I wanted to come and tell her to shut the fuck up. I say, sister, hey, you wanted to come and tell her to shut the fuck up. That's what? That she should not talk to anybody in this house. For Prince that you are not dating, for Prince that has not even asked you out, you want to come and tell Watoni to shut up. That what? Please. Prince is a prince, so Nelson, or whatever his surname is, he is a prince. And I don't see that kind of thing going on with Prince, because all those come and tell somebody to shut up and be doing bass. I don't think that's the kind of girl that Prince would like. But who am I? They may shock us, please, because they've been shocking people a lot. So she now also drags Nengi that what happens this afternoon when Prince brought spaghetti for her to come and eat. This is Tolani back speaking to Prince now. Prince was like, I brought spaghetti for us to eat. She's like, no, I feel like that spaghetti was supposed to be for you and Nengi. And then Nengi rejected the spaghetti and you decided to come and give it to me. He said, well, that yes, the spaghetti was supposed to be for him and Nengi. But then he changed his mind. He didn't want Nengi to eat anymore. So he brought it for her to eat. She said no. Nengi was the one who said she wasn't going to eat, and then you brought it for me. Because that food was supposed to be for 2 of you. He now said, he was the one that did not want to eat with her. They were going back and forth. She now said, okay, why was you and Nengi food in the same plate in the first place? She said, because the person that cooks puts their food together in the same plate. She said, why did the person put you and Nengi's food together in the same plate? He said, because they often eat together. She said, you see what I'm saying? You and Nengi eat together. You people are always together. He said, but it is what it is. Like, he couldn't even really explain himself, because he's like, that's how it has always been, kind of thing. Like we have been close, so that is what it is. She's not like, no, because how come they did not put you and V's food together? He said, have you ever seen me eat with V? Or how come they did not put you and Kaisha's food together? He said, have you ever seen me eat with Kaisha before? It is that me and Nengi were close. We used to eat together, and now I said, no, I want to eat with you. She said, no, I'm not going to be a second option. I'm not going to take it. Prince Charles, sweet talker. The next thing we saw, Kayode took camera out and brought it back. Sister Tolani Bbnaija was wrapping mouth, was already sitting on top of Prince's lap. Yes, that was what was happening. Next thing, she was smiling. Oh, you're going to work for me. Oh, if I want to really see this your affectionate Prince, I'm going to. You have to work for me. I'm going to be watching everything you do closely. Prince is like, just Kukuma kill me. Kukuma take my life. She's like, yes. I said, nobody's asking you out, because Prince was still very clear. Do you know that I like you a lot? This is the part where I'm looking at Prince like, it's like you're becoming a player now. Like right now, all this you're doing as if you are being honest. You're becoming a player. He was like, I'm telling you that I really like you a lot. And she now goes, how many people have you told this thing that you really like a lot? And he says he has not told anybody. Brother, you have told Nengi. You told Nengi this thing. I heard it. I was there. I saw it. Me and you. In fact, I was inside Big Brother's house when you were telling Nengi this thing. Don't tell me that. You said it. Anyways, so Tolani Bbnaija was not like, he's going to walk, he's going to this. Next thing, Prince said, you're going to come and sleep in my bed this night. She said, no, it's not going to happen. And I said, okay, me, I'm going to come and sleep in your bed. He said, no, I'm going to leave the bed for you. I'm going to the parlor. He said, no, I'm going to come to the parlor to follow you. No. They were just going back and forth. I said, Tolani, as I speak to you this night like this, Tolani Bbnaija slept in Prince's bed, though. They slept together on the same bed. I say, after all this hard to get, ginger and do face, that's from 7 to 2. You still went to sleep on his bed. Guys, this is all that I have to say, because a lot of things happened, but I'm just even really glad that I could remember all these things that I said. If you have not subscribed and you have reached this place, let me just reserve my comments. Please subscribe. I'm going to see you on my next one, okay? This is like 2 a.m., so I gotta sleep. Bye.